Hey everybody, it's Vika from Bad Health Monologues, and the camera is a little bit too low. So today I'm going to talk about my business. Super exciting stuff. I'm actually going to talk about more the things that I like, dislike, and the things that are difficult, I guess, about the job that I do. So I'm a cleaning lady. Nice and simple. I'll leave it at that. I mean, it's a fairly simple business. It's just me, myself, and I, and another girl that helps me dog sit. I do cleaning and I also do dog sitting. So that's what I do. I'm like a household assistant. I will start by the things that I like. I like being able to set my own schedule with my health problems. I mean, if you've been following me for a while, you know that IBS is one, super unpredictable, two, my period just knocks me on my ass and feels like the devil's crawling out of my uterus. And three, sometimes I get epileptic seizures, which makes me tired. And four, physically, I now developed really bad pain ever since I moved into this apartment, and the big stress of the move this summer, I've been really easily pushed to being non-functional because of pain. So this allows me to stretch out jobs and just my days off if I need to, or cancel certain jobs last minute with people that I know are very okay with it and understand my situation. So being able to do that is super important to me. I also got to learn a bunch of new things. I went on Photoshop and started making promotional posters and certificates and all of these things, which I never thought I would really be able to do. I mean, it's something that I learned a really, really, really long time ago in high school, and I'm getting back into it now. So that's really cool. I'm also learning how to make products. I'm learning how to do advertising and marketing. I'm learning how to schedule my time, which means I'm also getting to know my body, and I'm also respecting my limits. All good things. I also like that sometimes the cleaning jobs are really terrible and difficult, and I like to clean up really dirty spaces because it feels like I can perform magic. It sounds dumb, but you gotta find happiness in the things that you do in life, and that's one of the things that I actually enjoy about cleaning. Like whenever I go to someone's house and it's fairly clean, I mean, it's fine. It's just not that great. It's just not as satisfying as whenever something is super messy and then you just go like, whoa, look at how clean it is now. And then the faces of the clients are like, wow, I've never had such a clean bathtub. Super satisfying for me. And I'm also able to reject certain clients that are terrible. I will give you a little glimpse into the kind of clients that I don't call back or email back or deal with because fuck you. There was one lady, I was on vacation, I had put a voicemail, I had put an email message, I put a Facebook message saying, I'm on vacation for a week. I really won't be looking at my phone or replying because I'm camping. So, you know. This one lady used all three methods of contacting me and left a message on my phone saying, I'm moving into a house tomorrow and it's really not in good shape. I need you to come in and clean. Okay, but I'm on vacation for another 4 days, scheduled for another 4 days. I actually stayed longer than that on vacation because I happen to have no clients, but this lady thought I was gonna come back out of the boonies and just go and clean her house because she needed it. I mean, look, I get it. Moving into a dirty house is shitty. But you also sort of had, I'm sure, more than 2 days to realize that there was a problem with the house before you moved in. I don't know. In apartments, I've mostly had like a few days before to clean before I moved in. Or I just moved in and I dealt with it the best that I could without unpacking my boxes, and I waited a few days until I could actually clean. This person didn't care, wanted me to come out of my vacation to take care of her and her house, and I just never called her back because I have boundaries, and they were set on all three of the mediums to contact me, and this person still insisted that I take care of her instead of taking care of myself while being on vacation. So I just never contacted them back. That's their problem. I guess they must have found someone else that just wasn't on vacation to clean their house, and it's nice that I could say no to these people. The bad. You're always kind of like on edge and looking for like work opportunities. Like you're walking down the street, walking the dog, and people stop and talk to you, and the first thing you want to do is say like, "Nah, my dog. I dog walk." Oh yeah, it's really clean here because I'm a cleaning lady. It's just, you have to put yourself out there. And I didn't at first, and now I'm suffering the consequences of that, which is going to fall right into the ugly. I like to brag about silly things, but to say, like, I'm actually the best cleaning lady that I've personally ever met or ever had the pleasure of working with. You have to sell yourself. You have to say how awesome you are. You have to constantly be alert and aware of opportunities that you can seize, and you have to have the energy for all of this, which I sometimes don't, and that becomes problematic. Stepping out of my comfort zone, which falls sort of like hand to hand with like looking for work opportunities and advertising and self-promotion, can be really overwhelming. That's really self-explanatory. I don't need to explain that any further. Working weekends is going to be a thing, and your days off are sort of wherever you get them. As much as I'd love to say, like, hold up, not working weekends, well, guess what? Most people are at work all week and are off on the weekend. So when do you think most people want somebody to come over that they've never met in their lives to clean their house? When they're there, on the weekend. So, as much as I would love to maybe even say, like, okay, maybe I don't get my weekend off, but I get, like, Thursday, Friday. No. Everybody has different days off, and everybody has different criterias, and everybody has different schedules, and so you sort of end up fitting your schedule or your days off around where other people's schedules and your jobs. So, when I just don't have work, like today I just don't have a client that booked me today at all. This is my day off. This is what I didn't plan today to be a day off. It just happens to be a day off. I mean, that's something that I'm kind of used to now, but at first I was like, oh my god, like, when are my days off even? When you have no work. So it's like a bittersweet feeling whenever you have a day off. You're like, oh, I have a day off, but I'm also broke. Triggering intensifies. So on to I mentioned the word broke. So we're going to talk about the ugly. Being broke as fuck is hard. Especially whenever you're taught all your life, like, it's a good job, you need a good job and income, and like, you need a car, you need a family, like, regular, normal people life. And even abnormal people life, like geek life, people are like, oh, I want to buy games, I want to buy figurines, I want to go see the new movies, I want to, just like everything fucking costs money. Yeah, and whenever you don't have it, it's hard. I mean, it's harder than I thought it was going to be. I'm really lucky that I have financial support from my boyfriend, and he's the one who's taking care of like food and rent and all that. and that I have emotional support from him and some very good friends of mine as well. It's just brutal. I mean, I used to just kind of go like, I need clothes, I'm gonna go buy clothes. I mean, I don't have a lot of money to buy clothes. I have $50 to buy clothes, but I'll go to Arden and I'll be fine. Now it's like, I need clothes. Hun, can we go shopping? Because I don't have money, but I absolutely need clothes because I lost a lot of weight. Yeah, there's just something about losing that independence to be able to buy whatever you need, whenever you need it, or to buy something that you would like to have to treat yourself. If I do that, it literally impacts what I can pay off all my debts. It impacts if I can pay my phone bill or not. It impacts whether I'm giving my boyfriend $100 for rent, $200, $300, or nothing. It's a lot of hard decisions. You stop and you're like, I would really like to have breakfast and bacon. You can't. You need to go home and eat what you have there. Oh, I want to go to the grocery store and cook something really nice for my boyfriend. I mean, we have our 2-year anniversary coming up in 3 days. I can't get him shit. Like, the only thing I can do is clean the house, which I always do to help cover the assistance. You know, like, he helps me financially, which he has money right now and he's fine with, and I help with cleaning because I have the time to do it. So that's really terrible. And I've had to find different ways to locate my self-worth that's just not tied to money, and I'm still struggling with that. There's days where I feel really terribly worthless because I feel like I can't do anything without someone giving me, like, money to do it. I mean, I can't go to the movies unless somebody gives me money to do it. I mean, I could, but my line of credit is already up to, like, way too much money, so it's pretty shitty. And there's also the constant anxiety about success where, like, I'll wake up in the middle of the night and be like, oh my god, I just had an idea for advertising, like, scrub your eyeballs and write it down, it's 4 a.m. That drives me nuts. I have a hard time with that. And I think that's even harder than being broke, is just the feeling of, like, maybe not being a successful business person. So that would be, I could go on and on and on about how I'm coping with being, I think I'm 100% sure I'm under the poverty line at this point. I mean, my biggest month so far has been $700. Yeah, so that gives you an idea of, like, and that was good. I was able to buy myself clothes that month. And this month is looking terrible because it's Christmas. It's coming soon. So people are saving up and not hiring cleaning ladies. So I will end the video on that note. I'm glad whenever I look at the list that I made for this video that the goods really are more numerous than the bad. Even if the bad things can be overwhelming, I'm really well surrounded to cope with the harder days. And I'm a lot more kind to myself also whenever I'm having bad days, because I used to be really hard on myself. Like, how are you ever going to be a good, successful businesswoman if you can just lay in bed and you have chronic pain and your bowels are just constantly flipping or shit, and, you know, like, you're going to suck and everything's going to be terrible, is sort of like how my inner monologue was. And now it's sort of, you have to take it easy today. It doesn't matter what that affects. You need to take care of yourself. Not easy to do, but I try my best. So on that note, I will say goodbye to all of you and enjoy my day off. Or at least try to enjoy my day off. And spend some time with my loaf cat, which, I mean, I will end the video by showing you how adorable my cat can be. I don't even know if you can see that. Look at her. Look at her. She's so cute. So I'm going to spend time with Potato. I'm going to learn some more German. And I'm going to take it easy and end my luminotherapy because I've been doing it for an hour now. I will see you all on another day with another subject. Thanks for checking in on me. Bye.